And welcome back, everybody. I'm Scott here at the Bricks, and let's go to review. And things are a little hectic at the moment. I'm currently going through a large bin of sets that I had from like 2014 to 2015 up to about 17, I think. And there's just a lot of sets that I bought when I got back into Lego, and I just need the space for, more importantly, I need the space for the Bat Caves that I asked you guys to vote on, and I'm going to get to that one soon. But to make room for these sets, we're digging into a bunch of the old ones so I can get them broken down, bagged up, and categorized so they're stored correctly, and that way I'm not worried about them. And I have room for more, so I put up a lot of sets recently. I was able to bag up TIE Fighter Advance from 2006, I think that one was, and this was a Snowspeeder from 2014 that came with the AT-AT of that year. So those two are bagged up. I also bagged up the Great Pyramid of Giza. That one's gone. And the Vespa, which if you want to watch reviews of those, you totally can. I'll drop the link right in there. You guys just click on that one. And well, before I take apart some of these other sets, I ran into one that I really wanted to review before I took it apart. And a spoiler is actually right here for this guy, who you might know as Tarful, which is the wonderful 75043 AT-AP, also known as the All-Terrain Attack Pod, if I remember correctly. Yes, everybody, it is the ass end of an AT-TE, but on 3 legs. This wonderful thing was released in 2014, ran to about 2015 for a sale price of $60 for 717 pieces. That's fucking amazing. And it came with 5 minifigures, which are 1 Chief Tarful, 1 Super Battle Droid, 1 Commander Battle Droid with the tan straight arm and the tanned angled arm. Your always lovely B1 droid with also a tan angled arm and tan straight arm. And lastly, Commander Gree. Chief Tarful comes in with a 3-piece ensemble. He has his molded top piece right here, which is a headset, and it's very nicely detailed. Look at that wonderful coloring here with the silver. All the emblems for the Kashyyyk. He shows off his chiefdom here. All that wonderful braid work done as well. He has those very scary pupil eyes. I really don't like it when I put the white in the eyes. I think it's terrifying. I hate when I do that to Chewbacca and all the Wookiees later on in the series. And then for the rest of the body, he just kind of has a brown body right here to put the headpiece on. He has printed tan fur on the brown legs, which is nice. It kind of continues the pattern that you get here on this set. And it comes with your trusted musket, which they totally have in Star Wars. But hey, good way of reusing that piece there, eh? Star Wars Lego. All right. And your Super Battle Droid is just a normal pearl dark gray with a wide head, is what they're usually referred to as in the Lego catalog. Nothing really special about here. It is a Super Battle Droid. I'm just very happy that so far his legs and his arms have not broken. The clips here usually break after a few years of distress, and it's a 10-year-old figure, so thankfully this is not destroyed with the marches of time. And you have your B1s, you have your Commander who has the print there, and they have the nice straight arms, which you can put your blasters in a little bit better. Not much to say. And lastly is Commander Gree himself. I love this. He also comes in another set, which I think is the 2016 Clone Turbo Tank, but this is the first time you get him. Tarful, by the way, comes in one of the droid gunships from 2019, I believe. That's his last time he got bouted out. But anyway, back to this one. Yeah, Commander Gree comes in lovely with that nice chrome helmet, the nice neon green visor, just like he does in Episode 3. Taking that bad boy off, it's your standard early 2010s clone face I usually use for all those ones. Comes back on nicely. His uniform is nicely printed. It has all the camouflage he does in the movies, but you don't get the printing in the back. You just get him on the front of the legs, which is fantastic. And the boots, he does come with a binocular. A dumbass. And he has a blaster. He is a very fantastically designed and fantastically detailed figure. I really like him a lot, actually. Probably one of my favorite characters from Episode 3. Shame he gets his head knocked off by Yoda. And with minifigures out of the way, here we have the main set, the AT-AP, which was first introduced in Episode 3. You saw it in the Battle of Kashyyyk and some off instances in the scenes of the battlefield. And like most things with Star Wars, when you introduce something one time for 1 second, it will be made into a toy. It's just how it goes. This thing is also known as a sniper tank, and to me, it is always the ass end of a very tall AT-TE. I was never crazy about it. I thought it was really stupid of a design. I just don't care for it as a Star Wars vehicle. But, you know, it is a part of the lore. It is canon, and it is here right now on my desk. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why did you buy it if you don't really care about these things? Well, I was doing some army building at the time, and I don't really do that anymore, so I wanted to get Commander Gree, and that's kind of what I did. I went ahead and grabbed this set. So it's been about 10 years since I've actually owned it, so my ideas would be kind of foggy about it. I did use it for a while on display here, but it's been tucked away for a good minute. Starting off here, it is three-legged, and it really reminds me of Ed 209 from RoboCop, which kind of gave me an idea to make a mod out of this later on down the way. It does have its front leg, which can move. These legs cannot. They are locked in place with the Technic pieces that go on there. You do have the discs to give the illusion of having some gears and joints right there, but the middle leg is the one that moves the most. You can do it just like that. I feel like it's more of an elephant trunk than anything, and that's what it gives me the imagery of. And you can just kind of tuck it away, or you can fold it back in there. You can't fold two back, and it kind of just keeps it a little sturdy. I mean, these two back legs are what's doing all the work for it to keep it in the place that it needs to be, so you're keeping upright with that. And it just kind of plays for short. Now, my biggest gripe about this leg itself is that sometimes you really want to get it to look just right, and these plates do often come off right there, which are kind of annoying. They're held on by a 1x4, which is a lovely olive green, and it's kind of stuck right there. But yeah, those sometimes fall off, and that gets annoying at times. And these three legs are holding up a very wonderful ass end, which is nicely detailed. You can see with all these wonderful plates and additions right here, plus the nice Republic signatures right there. A hatch, which is on this part right here. I believe it is a sticker. It is. I can run my finger across them. Printed plates right there, which is fantastic. And then it just kind of repeats itself all around. And in the back here, you have a nice little engine piece and a nice handle, which kind of helps you pick up the access port to the main cockpit. And up top of here, you have a wonderful play feature, which is the actual sniper cannon. So you have the big hammer right here, which can knock a punch, and then right here you have a smaller turret, which has a spring-loaded missile right there, which is always a lovely plus. I love spring-loaded missiles, so that was very fantastic. It can turn fully around. It does have a piece right here, a nice little stickered, right there, a nice little stickered control panel, so you can target out your enemies, which is always wonderful. I really do love the design of this little turret right here. I think it's fantastic. And then other than that, you really can only move it up and down. You can't move the rest of it, which is kind of lame. So I hate that this gets a 360 action, but the main cannon does not. You really just have to move it up and down like that to open up into the cockpit, and you just turn around the ATAP, which is kind of just how you aim with that one. And of course, it does have an opening inside of it, because every good ATAP has a cockpit. And to do so, you flip open this one top just like that, which kind of looks right into the heavens. And then you can just take these ports off like that, which isn't really the best way to do it. They also add these little escape hatches on the side, so you can easily put your troopers in there and see them in action. As you can tell right there, they can have little spots. It can hold up to 3 figures, 1 and 2 in there, and then the one over here on the gunner spot. But you only get 1 trooper. That's Commander Gree, which is kind of a ripoff. Kind of difficult to see, but you can see right here that the cockpit has 2 more control panels, which are also stickered in there as wonderful. You can see that right here, just like that, which are the same ones you have on the turret here. And then you have a stickered piece right here, which is the main targeting computer for the cannon. And as you can see, that decal is actually a droid gunship, which is wonderful because, you know, the other droid gunship came out. And I have that one right behind me, actually. It's in the tub. I'm going to take apart that one as well. These are kind of the 2 partner sets, because you want to have that one and this one. So you have the lovely, you know, droid part in this one, so you can have a big battle of Kashyyyk, which is wonderful. But so I do like that little, I'll call it Easter egg right there on the control panel for the targeting system. That's pretty wonderful. Other than that, it's kind of bare bones, nothing really to talk about. It's just kind of basic. A lot of holes in it, so it doesn't really close up very well. But once you kind of get these pieces, which are kind of hinged on there like such, it closes up nicely, and you just close the hatch, which isn't that bad, to be honest with you. I do like the way it cleans up. And lastly, for playability here, you have a little turret on the front, which doesn't shoot, it just rotates. It's more of just for looks. It doesn't really have any playability for it, but they had to put it in there because that's what the set looks like in the movie. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for the AT-AP. I do remember this time that you could buy the battle pack for the Kashyyyk troopers, and it would help you fill this set out more. You know, just another trap for LEGO to make you keep buying LEGO. So if you want a fully stocked out AT-AP, you could do that. And let me tell you, I did it because I bought like 3 of those things. And well, that's LEGO Star Wars Set 75043, the all-terrain armored pod. Really, it's just the biggest bullet you gotta bite to get Commander Gree, if you really want to sum it up. If you're a fan of the Clone Wars, a fan of the Battle of Kashyyyk, and a fan of Episode 3, if it fits those descriptions, if you fit any of those 3 boxes, then this set is for you. Other than that, you can always skip out on this set, because realistically, you're just kind of doing it for Commander Gree, nothing else. I mean, you do get some nice minifigures. T-Tarful's pretty cool. The Commander Droid is also nice to have, and Super Battle Droid, but realistically, it's, you know, they're a dime a dozen. you just get them what you get. But yes, that's what I feel about it. And yeah, I don't really recommend it. But hey, if you like it, if you tick all those 3 boxes and you're a real big fan of it, go knock yourself out. My name is Scott. Those were the bricks, and that was the review. Sorry for lackluster content on this one. I'm so wrapped up trying to get this Batcave going and trying to get you more detailed and longer video on that one. So I'll try to get that one out to you guys as soon as possible, as soon as I start taking some of these sets apart and getting more storage for them. Until next time, thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the hate. Thank you for all the subscribes. Thank you for all the likes. And thanks for all the views as always. And let me know if there's any sets that you want to look at, and I can probably upload some sets that I have that you guys might want to gander into. So until next time, thanks.